What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing El Rey from Brawl Stars. Now the first thing we're going to do is start in the center of our page with the eyes. So let's start over on the left side and draw in a circle. Starting from the very top. We'll work our way around towards the bottom. And then back up towards the top. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and draw the same thing over on the right. So let's line up the top of the eye. Come down towards the same height. And then back up towards the top. Now we're going to move to the center and draw on the nose. We want to line up with the bottom edge of the eyes and draw a curve from left to right, coming down and then up. And then from the sides we're going to draw two straight lines coming up towards the center. So start on the left and then we'll come down on the right side. And then we'll move down and draw the top edge of the mouth. Directly underneath the left eye, we draw a curve going up and then bending that down on the right. Let's go back to the left side. We're going to draw the bottom of the mouth. Curving down, rounding out the bottom, and going back up on the right. Let's separate out the teeth. Starting from the center, we'll draw one straight line coming down, and we'll draw one more on either side. Now we're going to move out and draw the lower half of the head. Again, we're going to line up with the bottom edge of the eye, step out, we're going to curve down underneath the mouth, almost like drawing a half circle, and we'll pull that up on the right side. And then we'll move back to the left side and draw the top of the head. Start out here, we're going to bump out the side of the head, come up towards the middle, round out the right side, and then come down and in. And then from the top corners of the mouth, we're going to draw the inside edge of the mask. And curve out and then down. Let's move up and draw that flame detail around the eyes. Directly above the left eye, we're going to step up, start with a point. From here, we're going to angle up and out towards the left. Let's go back down and draw a shorter angled line going up and in. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to line this up right in the center, start with a point, angle up and in with a short line. Go back to the bottom, angle up and out. From the top of the outside line, I want to curve around underneath the eye and then back up towards the inside. Let's start up here, curving around. I want to leave a gap around the eye, go along the inside, and curve that back out. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to start on the inside, curve in, around the eye, go up towards the top. And we'll go all the way up to the top and add the crown. In the center, we go up to the top, start with a point. From here, we're going to angle down and out toward the left and right. And then from the ends, we're going to angle up and out with a short line. Let's pull down the side of the crown toward the top of the head with an angled line. Then we're going to add some gems across the crown. Starting in the center, draw a circle. And then out on the sides, we're going to draw a half circle. Starting on the left, we curve out and then pull that in. Now that we complete the head, let's move down and draw on the cape. Over on the left side, we're going to draw a circle just underneath the chin. And we'll line this up on the right side and do the same thing. And we'll connect these two circles with a chain. Starting from the inside of the left circle, curve down, and then up towards the right. We'll step down, draw that same curve going across. Then we'll add a simple rope texture. Starting from the top, we'll curve down and out towards the left, step across. I'm just going to continue over towards the right. Now we'll add the edge of the cape around those circles. Starting underneath the chin, curve in and down, in behind the chain, on both sides. Now I'm going to come down towards the bottom, curve down. I'm just going to pull that up and out underneath the head. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Curve down, up, underneath. Let's move down and draw the side of the body. Underneath the cape, we're going to move out, curve out, and down towards the hip. Move over towards the right and do the same thing. Now from the hips, we're going to move to the center and draw a large circle for the belt buckle. So starting in the center, curve around towards the bottom, and back up towards the top. Let's go back out towards the hip and curve down and in towards the bottom edge of the circle. And then we'll move up and draw that same curve coming in towards the top edge of the circle. Now I'm going to draw a smaller circle on the inside. Starting from the top, and leave an even space gap all the way around. And then we'll add some detail to the buckle. From the top and the center, we'll step down, angle down and out toward the left and right. And then we'll angle up and out towards the side. Now we're going to add a curve for the chest along the center of the body. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve up and then back down. Now let's move down and draw on the legs. Starting from the bottom of the buckle, we'll step down, draw a straight line from left to right, the lower torso. Now I'm going to leave a small gap in the center, go to the left, curve out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. And then we'll round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, curve down and up towards the toe on the left and right. Let's go back to the left side and draw the top of the foot. I'm going to curve up and then in towards the ankle on both sides. And then we're going to add a fold. From the top of the foot, I'm going to draw a curve aiming towards the heel, but we're going to go about halfway. Then moving up towards the hip, we're going to round out the side of the leg. We're going to curve out and then in towards the top of the foot. Now let's draw the edge of the boot. Halfway down the side of the leg, draw a straight angled line coming down and in. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now from the bottom, we're going to curve up and in towards the inside of the leg. Let's move up and draw on the arms. I'm going to start with the arm on the left. We're going to start just up above the top edge of the belt. So up here, we're going to curve out and down towards the wrist. And then from the wrist, we're going to draw a small half circle, curving in and out for the thumb. And then from the end of the thumb, I'll add a bracket. Now we're going to add 3 fingers. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, curve down and up around that bracket. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. And then from the side, we'll curve out the 3rd finger. I'm just going to pull this up and in behind the side of the cape. Let's add the cuff. Starting from the top of the thumb, curve down and then up. We'll step up and draw that same curve twice. We'll add the top of the bracelet. Starting from the outside of the arm, curve in and then down. And we'll curve up and then in towards the inside of the arm. Now the arm on the right is going to be holding the torch. So let's line up the top of the arm, curve down and then out towards the wrist. And then from the wrist, we're going to curl around the thumb. From the wrist, we'll curve up, come down, I'm going to round out the thumb and then pull that back up. Let's draw 3 fingers tucked in behind the thumb. I'm going to start up here and draw a half oval, curving out and then back in. We'll step down, curve out, pull this in and then up underneath the thumb. Do that one more time, curving around and then up. Directly above the thumb, we draw a straight line going across from left to right. We'll square off the ends with a short line going up, and then we'll flatten off the top. Let's add in the handle. On the inside, we'll draw a straight line coming down. We'll do the same thing on the outside. And then from the bottom of the finger, draw 2 short lines coming down, and we'll flatten off the bottom. From the bottom corners of the handle, we're going to step in and draw a small half oval, coming down and then back up. Now from the top corners, we're going to step in and draw a curve, going in and then back up towards the top, going the opposite direction on the right side. And then we'll flatten off the top with a straight line. From the top corners, we're going to draw 2 straight angled lines going up, and we'll pull this down and in towards the center. Let's add the ring around the top finger. We're going to step up, just just curve around the top finger and then back in. And then from the sides, we're going to angle up and out, and then along the bottom, come down. We'll connect the outside with a curve, going out and then back in. Let's move back towards the wrist and curve the palm, coming down, and then bending that out in behind the handle. And then from the inside of the palm, we'll curve down and then back up towards the side of the body. Let's add a trim, stepping out, curve around the wrist, and we'll add that cuff, stepping back in, curve down and out, curve in and then down. Now we're going to draw the cape in behind the body. Let's start underneath the index finger on the left, curve out and then down. Now we move over towards the right side underneath the arm, curve out and then down towards the same height. And then from the bottom we're going to angle up and in with a straight line, and then come down and in behind the legs. Let's move in between the legs, start with a point. From here we're going to angle up and out toward the left, and then the right. And then we're going to add a thick trim along the bottom of the cape. Starting on the left, we're going to step up. Just going to trace that same angled line going up and down in behind the leg. Go in between, then up and then down on the right. And that's pretty much it. There's El Rey from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.